on the inside of the 9 of Chase Elliott. Chris Buescher staying within 2 car lengths of these two, still side by side from the lead.
Oh, he got a spin!
Sliding into the wall hard on the inside.
Oh my goodness.
Bell, who won stage number 1, pit from the lead, and now is into the inside wall hard, and he takes the 77 of Carson Hocevar with him.
Sorry, I was just trying to clear behind him.
Horrible hits for the 20 of Bell and the 77 of Carson Hocevar. That was huge. Oh my goodness, what a hit for the 77 and 20 cars.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the replay here. As we look in the back, looks like Carson Hocevar is going to slide up off of 4 and clip Bell. And as they come down the racetrack, they're just waiting to hit the inside wall, and bam, what a hit for Bell. And you see the airtime that Hocevar gets, just a huge hit out of these two. Christopher Bell, your stage 1 winner, is out of the race.
Taking a look at it from a different angle here, you see they're already sideways at the end of the frame. And man, look at how close those two are to the end of the pit wall, almost into the pit barrel.
So not only is this catastrophic damage to the race cars, but it is catastrophic damage to Bell's playoff hopes. He enters this race on the cut line, and now with this crash, he is in major jeopardy of making the playoffs.
Yeah, I want to talk about the pit barrels again. You just see how close Hocevar was, and if he hit those pit barrels, this crash could have been a lot different.
Those two will be taken back to the garage as the first two out of the race, as the first caution for cause gets wrapped up. Back into the choose cone.
Hot on his heels. He's after around Justin Haley. A little bit of contact there. Going around.
Huge crash. Truex and Haley and others involved.
Humongous crash. The 19, the 22, the 31, and the 3. It looks like Justin Haley's going to be able to drive away, but what a wreck. Under caution for the first time today here in Martinsville.
And that's going to take Martin Truex Jr. out of the championship. His hopes are gone. Looks like Justin Haley hit the curb, I think, when he was too low. Shot back up into Truex and Austin Dillon.
Yeah, it's just when you hit that curb, the car just really just wheel hops, and then there's really nowhere you can go, not really much room to turn. Truex was there, it looks like, gave him a bit of a shot as well. And then what a hit into the outside wall.
Pulling away from the field. Oh, there's a crash. Ty Gibbs around. Many cars involved, and Joey Logano involved late, spun around by the 6. Crazy calamity here on the front straightaway. Many cars involved. It's one of the big crashes. That's very common in the Cup Series. Let's see what happened here with the replay. Ty Gibbs got spun around sideways off turn 4 by Joey Logano, it seems. Slammed into Priest, got in the air. Also tapped the 18 around his teammate. Look at the airtime that 54 gets. And Joey Logano slowing down for the crash. Brad Keselowski must have a brake failure. He slams into the under the 22. Both of those guys getting collected as well. That crash was a very, very fast crash for sure. Happened so quick at full speed. Glad that everyone's okay and they will all not be able to continue. Too big of damage for everybody involved in this.
He takes it over around the outside. Here comes Chase. Oh, the caution upside down. He goes. Austin Dillon tumbling through the trial. Chris Buescher gets involved late as well in the huge crash happening down the front stretch of Atlanta Motor Speedway. Major crash going down the front stretch. Taking a look at the replay here, it looks like Austin Dillon got loose off of the bumper of Joey Logano, went back up the track as he overcorrected, slammed the outside wall. Buescher nowhere to go. Looks like he might have just spun by himself, but what a slam dunk hit into the outside wall for Austin Dillon. Upside down, he tumbled at least twice going through the tri-oval. Slid on his roof across the start-finish line. Almost got up into the catch fence. Thank goodness he did not. But the red flag is out after that incident as cleanup ensues on this racetrack. Take a look at the replay just a couple more times here. Yeah, he got loose off of the nose of Joey Logano. Went back up the track and slammed into the outside wall. The sharpest impact that you could have at this track is in the tri-oval where the walls start to turn in to make the tri-oval look the way that it does. And yeah, he slammed that wall really hard. But he seems...
See Larson here coming to the back bumper of Dillon. He gets sideways and
Oh!
big time. A huge crash here off of turn 2. A big pileup. Larson to the inside wall hard. Josh Berry with a ton of damage. And the big one ensues on overtime.
Dillon up in the air, almost upside down. Heavy damage to the 4 of Josh Berry. And look at all the cars involved behind him.
Dillon nearly getting to the catch fencing. Larson sliding to the inside wall. Absolutely unbelievable scenes here at the exit of turn 1 at Pocono. You see the safety team making sure these guys are all right, and Bowman somehow escapes the fray.
Yeah, you see Austin Dillon climbing out of his car now under his own power. A rough hit, man. I mean, he almost went roof first into the outside wall. And a massive hit for him, as well as Josh Berry and Kyle Larson.
Field now on the north straightaway where they'll see the red flag. Multiple cars are taken out. Fluid down on the racetrack. Believe came out of the 4 of Josh Berry. But so many cars get taken out. Late restarts here at Pocono are crazy. Austin Dillon with the most damage, almost upside down. And multiple drivers' days have just came to an end with 2 laps to go. Let's take a look at what happened.
See Busher there on the hook as well. He was one of the dominant cars of the day, but here they come. Up off turn 1. Let's take a look here. It looks like Dillon might have gotten checked up in the 3-wide battle. Larson gets into him. Big sideways for the 3. And as he gets turned, my goodness, that is a huge hit into the outside wall.
I see Larson slide down the bottom of the racetrack, and you see Josh Berry even get some airtime from hitting Austin Dillon there. You see John Hunter Nemechek do a little hop there at the end as well. But you see the other angle here, and yeah, you can see everyone. And so you see the 17 of Chris Buescher also slide in the frame. You can see the 4 leaking fluid.
Goodness.
You see the 47 of Stenhouse slide in as well.
Josh Berry had such a good day, build up, restarting at the front. So did many other drivers. John Hunter Nemechek. How about Austin Dillon as well? Almost upside down for Dillon. What a big hit. And the 5 of Larson, a major hit to the inside. The field still under the red flag here at Pocono for cleanup off turn number 1. For this big accident, we will be back with the restart right after this break.
Still leading the top 2 as Blaney's going to try again. Oh, Blaney's around, up and over, tumbling down the backstretch. Big crash going down the backstretch. A miraculous flip for the number 12 Penske machine. Red flag out. The field stopped on the front stretch. Now let's take a look and see what happened here. Major flip for the 12 of Ryan Blaney, tumbling down the backstretch at least 3 times there. As we see here, it looks like Chastain was the one that gave him a bad bump. He got loose, overshot, or overcorrected, and Bubba Wallace was there to hit him, which caught him airborne, and he tumbled up and over going down the backstretch. It's a miracle no one else was collected in that other than the 23. But you can see red flag is out. We'll take a look at the replay just one more time here. Yeah, Chastain washed up and then he flipped violently going down the backstretch. And he did go upside down 3 different times. Yeah, he had to have been up in the air for at least 3 feet. It looked like that was a big, scary crash for Ryan Blaney. He's out of the car, out of his own power, and he's in the